all-new Dr. Phil. It was supposed to be the perfect wedding.
You're making plans and you're getting excited together.
Until the groom pulled a no-show.
I was in complete denial.
Now,
you don't go back to someone that disrespects you like that.
This is a special kind of betrayal.
the jilted bride reveals a startling confession.
What is it you want to say to your mother and your friends?
I wanted to let you guys know that.
Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
Today's going to be a changing day in your life.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. Now, it was just 1 month ago that Sasha was set to marry the love of her life, the only man she had ever been in a relationship with. Now, they planned to have 3 children, a dog, and a white picket fence. They had this all laid out. Sasha says she and her fiance spent the entire year preparing for their dream day. Take a look.
Out of all the weddings I've been to, my wedding was gonna be the best. It was gonna be what I dreamed about my entire life. I was marrying the love of my life. It was gonna be a princess-themed wedding, very elegant, very classy, very beautiful. The venue was absolutely beautiful. The food and everything was fabulous. Rose petals were gonna be on the tables, in the aisles. I had rhinestones on the table cards. I put crystals all over my envelope blocks, crystals in the bouquets. My bridesmaids had crystals in their bouquets. The wedding was just crystallized. I couldn't wait to wear my dress that day. A princess dress, rhinestones cut out, crystals, just decked out, just incredible. I invited 125 guests. People came from all over the place. Atlanta, Delaware, Boston, Haiti, from Florida. Everybody was ready to celebrate our love. I couldn't wait to marry my fiancé. Me and my fiance, we grew up together. We were a couple since we were about 18. He was my first and only serious boyfriend. The only guy I've ever really been intimate with. We had our lives all planned out. We knew where we were gonna live, what type of house we wanted, the white picket fence. We knew we wanted to have 3 kids. We even named our future kids. So we planned everything down to the T. Life was gonna be perfect. When it came to the wedding, he had 100% say in everything. Every time we met with a vendor, he was there. Every time we chose anything that had to do with decorations, he was there. I was 1000% certain that this was the guy that I was gonna be with for the rest of my life. My wedding was gonna be a fairy tale night, the happiest day of my life.
Then, finally, the big day arrived. 125 guests began showing up at the venue, and that's when Sasha found out the man of her dreams was not showing up. He was leaving her literally at the altar. It was a story that went viral, even making international headlines.
The day of the wedding, I woke up so excited.
We had our makeup and our hair done. We were ironing our gowns. We were taking pictures. We were so excited. This was the big day.
Between 10 and 11, my fiance was supposed to come to the hotel to pick up a couple of things for the venue. I'm waiting for him to come. 10 o'clock is rolling around, 11 o'clock is rolling around, and I got on the phone with him. I'm like, where are you? You need to get here right now. He kept saying that he's on his way. I'm almost there, there's traffic. And I said, okay, no problem. So I just continued, went about my business. So around noon, he's still not there. And I called him back. He says his Uber caught a flat on the Southern State Parkway. I was in complete denial. I really thought this was the truth.
I was in my bridesmaid's robe when I jumped in the car to go and find him. I made a left turn at a Main Street traffic light and a SUV T-boned me. My car was totaled and I had burns on my face and my arms from the airbags.
So one of my bridesmaids is on the phone with her brother, and when he called the venue said, there's no wedding scheduled for here today. That wedding was canceled months ago. I put my fiance on the phone with the general manager of the venue. Word for word, he said, you need to tell your bride what's going on. You lied to me and you're lying to your bride. There's no wedding scheduled for today. You only gave me a $500 deposit and that was it. My fiance is hardly saying anything, and he hangs up the phone. I couldn't even breathe. I couldn't believe what was happening, and I said, there's no way. There's no way.
She was in complete shock. Her face was just blank. She just kind of didn't understand what was going on.
I went to the hotel room, and everybody was crying. Sasha, the bridesmaids, everybody was stunned. Nobody can believe what was going on.
He was nowhere to be found. We couldn't reach him, and that's when I realized, wow, I don't think I'm getting married today.
You had no clue until minutes before.
Yeah, pretty much.
You said, in a matter of minutes, your 10-year relationship went down the drain, as well as $20,000.
Yeah, of my own money.
That you personally invested in this big day.
10 years gone in 10 minutes.
What time was the wedding?
The wedding was supposed to be scheduled for 5.
Okay, 5 o'clock. So about 10 or 11, you're talking to him like, where are you?
We're in the hotel, we're getting ready, me and my bridesmaids, we're getting makeup done, hair done, and I'm on the phone with him the whole time. I'm on my way, I'm coming.
At that time that you're talking to him at 10 or 11 o'clock, and he's saying, I'll see you in a bit, on the way.
He was on speaker.
He knows he's not coming, right?
I'm assuming, I mean, he has to know.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Because as it turns out, you talk to him again later, and he says, you say, you're still not here. What's going on? Traffic. Traffic.
His Uber caught a flat.
But then the Uber got a, that was after. First it was traffic, then the Uber got a flat. Okay, so at 10 o'clock he had to know. When he's caught in traffic, he had to know. When the Uber got a flat, he had to know. So where was he when these 3 conversations were actually happening?
So apparently he was...
Do you know now?
I mean, now we're all assuming that he was home the whole entire time.
Did you see him the night before?
I saw him the night before. I said bye, gave him a good night kiss, and he said, I can't wait to marry you tomorrow.
Okay, now, as it turns out, you have to reserve these venues, because this venue was beautiful, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to reserve these venues months ahead.
Yeah.
He put down a $500 deposit or something. Then he was supposed to make a $3,000 deposit.
Yes.
That bounced.
That bounced.
Okay, so how long in advance was that?
That was around, I think it was June, July that he gave that check.
And the wedding was scheduled for?
October the 8th.
Okay, so we're talking like 4 months. So at that point, he knew he didn't pay that deposit.
He knew, but the people kept giving him time. They were very, very nice.
Now, you're not some bridezilla here. He wanted the big reception. He he was involved in every step of this. So he had to know. How long now do you think in advance that he knew that this wasn't going to happen?
I think he knew around August that it was not happening.
Okay, so in August he knows. So August, September, and then into October. So like for at least 8 weeks, you're seeing him regularly.
Every day.
And you're talking wedding, and you're making plans, and you're getting excited together, and you're looking at crystals and all of this. And he's just going right along with the whole time he's knowing, I'm not marrying her.
Probably.
I'm not, probably. I'm saying deconstruct this. The question is, what did he know and when did he know it?
We were at the venue on the Saturday before the wedding.
And did the venue say?
They never told me anything. And
They
the
didn't
reason,
say, what are you doing here?
No. The reason why, when I went back and had a meeting with them and asked them, why didn't you guys tell me? They said, because I was handling so many other things. He was in charge of the venue. So they were going back and forth with him. They said they didn't want to panic me. They didn't want to make me nervous about the situation. They were dealing with it with him alone. Because I told them months in advance, I don't want to have anything to do with the venue. It's between you and him.
Okay, so they're not talking to you because maybe they're talking to him on the side saying, hey, you pony up the money at the last minute and we'll come through for you or something. Your family has said, your friends have said, they will disown you if you reconnect with this guy and get back together with him.
That's right.
Are you talking to him?
I am talking to him.
And later, if you take not another piece of advice that you get from me today, hear this if you hear nothing else.
Love and Marriage Huntsville is back.
And see if Melody ever held accountability for anything ever.
With more...
Don't play with me, girl.
...drama.
You call me all the time about other issues. Do you not?
Love and Marriage Huntsville. New Reunion Part 2. Tonight at 8/7 Central.
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's house.
How about we throw a party here?
Are you mad at the Jays?
We done messed up the koala.
You good? What just happened?
House Party, rated R.
Coming January 21st.
The Samuels are looking to the D word, divorce, separate, something like that.
Did they say divorce or separate? What? We just had a whole show prep with our producer, and no one told me we were gonna bring us up live on the air today.
She says that her and her husband are trying to fix their marriage of denying any divorce rumors.
All marriages go through stuff. Does that mean we're separated or getting divorced? Absolutely not.
Love and Marriage DC. New episodes. Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
LeBron, he on vacation.
How about we throw a party here?
In the King's house.
Oh! Hey there.
Bro. We gonna invite all the celebrities. Sweet back baby Jesus.
Have you seen how out of control this party is?
Are you mad at the Jays?
We done messed up the koala.
You good? What just happened?
House Party.
You handled the decision to go to Miami perfectly.
Nah. Rated R, January 13th.
To Beth for telling us about Peptiva Nighttime Probiotics.
To Beth.
Welcome, ladies. You know, the best thing about Peptiva is that I can digest food like a kid again.
No, the best thing is that I get to sleep like a kid again.
Digestion.
Ladies, with Peptiva, you get both.
Peptiva is the first doctor-formulated probiotic that works at night with key ingredients backed by 7 clinical studies. And right now, you can get a complimentary sample by texting CUBE to 369369. Peptiva works while you sleep to soothe indigestion, cramping, bloating, even constipation, while promoting digestive health. And it has time-released melatonin to help you get the best sleep of your life.
Okay, girls, what do we have next week?
Tacos.
Wings chili.
Peptiva is flying off the shelves at GNC, but you can only get your complimentary sample by texting CUBE to 369369. Text now, and we'll include a box of Peptiva digestive enzymes to help your body digest meals and avoid occasional gas and discomfort absolutely free. That's CUBE to 369369.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Tension's gonna fly.
Everybody's dating each other, but everybody knows they're dating each other.
Your directness is getting out of hand.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, well.
If you're looking for a man, say amen.
Amen.
There are some things that I've heard.
So embarrassing.
Okay, sweetheart. Next.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central.
This is your chance. You keep her alive. Save her. You can save her.
You come this far, then you know what's out there.
You have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined.
After my fiance didn't show up to our wedding, he completely disappeared. Nobody knew where he was. I was so angry, so depressed, and so hurt. I decided to just write out my feelings. And while I was writing out my feelings, I'm like, you know what? Let me send it to the Shade Room. It's like an online tabloid for Instagram. So the next thing I know, they actually posted my story. It was on the Sun Times in England. It came out on Twitter, Facebook. It was on Black Sports Magazine online. I was like, oh my God, this story is really going viral. I was absolutely glad it got posted because I wanted everybody to see exactly what happened to me.
3 days after the wedding, you emailed a story online to a gossip page, and it goes viral. Subject, my fiance never showed to our wedding. This was supposed to be me and my ex-fiance, but he never showed up to our wedding. People showed up and flew from everywhere and went back home after the venue turned them around. I found out he never paid the venue. I was at the hotel getting ready with my girls when this went down. 10 years gone in 10 minutes. Now, you say 10 years because you guys have been together one way or another since you were like grade school.
Mm-hmm.
So not only were you romantically involved, you guys grew up as friends.
Yes, absolutely. That was my best friend.
This is a special kind of betrayal.
Yeah.
Tell me if I've read this right. I still love him.
I do.
Now, your family has said, your friends have said, and I quote, they will disown you if you reconnect with this guy and get back together with him.
That's right.
Are you talking to him?
I am talking to him.
Are you considering marrying him?
I'm considering it, but I have terms.
Do they involve handcuffs? I gotta know, how did he explain this?
He said he had a nervous breakdown. It wasn't his fault. It was a mistake, and he wished he could take it back.
Okay, he had a nervous breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
That lasted for 2.5 months? No, I'm serious. I do nervous breakdowns. This is what I do.
Okay.
He had a nervous breakdown for 2.5 months. How did he hide that when you were there for the food tasting? Was he shaking and sweating and hyperventilating and throwing up?
No, he was very calm. He's a very calm individual.
It was a calm nervous breakdown. Yeah. So it wasn't his fault. Whose fault was it?
Honestly, I think it was my fault, the venue's fault, and his fault.
How was it your fault? How'd you make the list?
I guess, honestly, I didn't see the red flags that were thrown my way. And I should have been more, maybe, aware. Should have been more on top of things.
What'd you miss?
There was a couple of instances where, for example, with the photographer, he said he paid the photographer. He never did. And the photographer kept calling me, and I ended up paying his half because he told me to cover his half for him, and he'll pay it back. He'll pay me back.
Well, that's a red flag.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
Was he having a nervous breakdown when he lied about that?
Nope.
That was just a lie.
Yeah.
Why do you think he didn't show up?
I honestly don't know. I keep asking myself that question, and I keep asking him that question.
And if he wasn't going to show up, why do you think, since he's known you since like the 3rd grade, why he didn't tell you, just like, I'm panicking here or something, we need to call time out or something?
I really don't know. I truly believe like he really did have a breakdown before.
But if he knew he wasn't going to show up, why would he let you fly in and gather 125 people and put that crystal adorned dress on and get ready to walk down the aisle and not tell you? This is your best friend. Why would he not, even the night before, call you and say, hey, listen, this is really chicken, but I can't let you go down there tomorrow. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
I guess we'll never know. We'll never know.
Oh, yeah, we can know. Don't you need to know?
I would love to know.
But right now, you're really considering reconciling with him.
I am, yes.
And you want my help telling your mother.
Yeah, oh my God.
Well, Sasha's mother Maid of honor and bridesmaids have no idea Sasha is talking to her fiance. They say she needs to move on and forget about her runaway groom once and for all. Well, they're here. And they haven't been listening, but they're here. And we're going to meet them after the break, and she and I are going to chat them up about where things are right now. We'll be right back.
What happened to Sasha was mortifying.
He caused my family a lot of pain, shame, embarrassment.
There's no way anyone is letting her get back together with him. You don't go back to someone that disrespects you like that.
And later...
You know, I love you guys very, very much, but I have to be honest.
Let's not string people along.
This is shocking to me. People gonna talk in D.C.
They're claiming the Samuels are looking to divorce.
Him and his dad are not speaking.
Wait. Welcome.
We're gonna be out on our own little island. It's called peace.
I'm gonna go before I whip your
The
ass.
sisterhood just went out the window.
I'm back. Then own them.
And again, and again, and again. Love and Marriage DC returns Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central. Love and Marriage Huntsville is back.
To see if Melody ever held accountability for anything ever.
With more...
Don't play with me, girl.
...drama.
You call me all the time about other issues. Do you not?
Love and Marriage Huntsville, New Reunion Part 2, tonight at 8/7 Central.
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's house.
How about we throw a party here?
You done messed up the koala.
You good? What just happened?
House party, rated R.
Did you know not all sleep aids are created equal? Try delicious Somnipure Melatonin Gummies from Force Factor. Somnipure Melatonin Gummies help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling refreshed. Rush to Walmart for Somnipure Gummies from Force Factor.
With Acorns, every time you spend, you invest. Buying a hot dog? That's investing. Getting gas? That's investing. Getting treats? That's investing. Start investing with just your spare change.
Do you own a lot of bras but not a single one you really love? Introducing wireless bras from NYX. The ultimate in comfort and support in sizes up to an H cup. Visit NYX.com to find a wireless bra you'll love.
Over 100 million Americans have low or no credit. Self is a new way to build credit. No credit score required. Self customers who start under 600 and make on-time payments see a 49-point bump in their credit score on average. Download the app today.
He told everybody. Please don't let him have hurt somebody.
What did you do first? Her mother. Why? Because I wanted her to hear.
Evil Lives Here, all new season, Sunday, January 22nd at 9, followed by Signs of a Psychopath, all new season on ID.
I've decided to go to rehab. I'm still here, bitches. We got a big surprise. Gage is gonna be a big brother.
1,000-Pound Sisters, season premiere, January 17th at 9 on TLC.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Tension's gonna fly.
Everybody's dating each other, but everybody knows they're dating each other.
Your directness is getting out of hand.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, well.
If you're looking for a man, say amen.
Amen.
There are some things that I've heard.
So embarrassing.
Okay, sweetheart.
Next. I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love, new episode, Friday, 8/7 Central.
Something about the Playboy brand had a little bit more of a mystique to it.
It's a ticket to the highlight.
Love can prepare you for that.
The Playboy Murders, all new series, Monday, January 23rd at 10 on ID.
This is actually our engagement picture. When I look at it now, it only brings me sadness. After my fiance didn't show up to our wedding, it took me a month to go back to my apartment. I couldn't go back, too many memories. It reminded me too much of him. I destroyed all the photos, all the symbols that reminded me of the relationship. I took them, I ripped them, and I just threw them in the trash. I still can't really go to the bedroom. I have a lot of wedding things in there, and so I just sleep on my couch pretty much. I think about this all the time. Every single day I ask myself, why me? Why? What did I do to deserve this? But he's the love of my life. He's my fiancé. I still love him. Those feelings, I believe, will never go away.
Well, Sasha says it's only been a month since her wedding guest arrived to find out there was no wedding because the groom, well, he didn't show up. Her mother, Georgette, maid of honor Martha, and bridesmaids Katisha say good riddance to any man who could do such a thing.
What Sasha Fiancé did to her on her wedding day, I don't think there is any excuse for that. He caused my family a lot of pain, shame, embarrassment. That was the worst day of her life.
What happened to Sasha was mortifying. It's every girl's worst nightmare.
Sasha wasted her 10 years with that guy. I told Sasha she has to be strong because those 10 years you lost him, you cannot buy them back. So you have to move on with your life. That's all you can do. You can't do anything else.
I know her for being so happy and bubbly, and she's known for her laugh. I just want to see her get back on her feet and see her spirits lifted.
Sasha should definitely move on from her ex-fiancé. Sasha should not just move on, but move on happily.
I tell Sasha not to have any conversation whatsoever with him. Don't call him, block his number from your phone, delete his email. No communication with him whatsoever.
There's no way anyone is letting her get back together with him. You don't go back to someone that disrespects you like that. Nobody is letting Sasha make this kind of mistake. We're here to knock her back into reality.
Okay, thank you for being here. I wanted to speak to Sasha alone first, just to kind of get her feelings and thoughts about all of this. So, from your point of view, from your perspective, tell me what went down here. You actually went looking for him, right?
Yes, I did go looking for him.
And you had a problem.
Yes. So when I found out that he was stranded, supposedly, on the side of the highway, I decided that I was going to go ahead and go searching for him. So I took my mom's car, and I was making a left turn at an intersection, and a SUV actually crashed into me and totaled my whole car. So I had to go to the hospital.
So you're out looking for somebody on the side of the road who isn't on the side of the road.
Yeah.
He's sitting home in a beanbag or something, and you damn near get killed.
Exactly.
So you go to the hospital, so you don't even know until she shows up at the hospital that the wedding didn't take place.
Exactly.
Mom, when did you get a grasp that this wasn't happening?
I was supposed to be in the hotel at 3 o'clock to have my makeup done, to get dressed, and to go to the venue. So that's when on my way upstairs, and they told me, guess what? There is no wedding. I said, what are you talking about? There is no wedding? What do you mean there is no wedding? And I went upstairs, and I met all the girls, the bridesmaids, Martha and Sasha. Everybody was crying. I said, Sasha, what's going on? What's going on? Let me talk to the guy who's, the host of the venue, from the venue. I said, let me talk to him. And then they called him, and then I spoke to him, and he said, yes, the wedding's been canceled. You didn't know that? I said, no, we don't know anything about it. So the wedding been canceled for maybe 2 months. Yes, I was shocked.
They said for 2 months.
Right.
So they had known for a long time, there's no wedding planned for today.
We went there Saturday, me, Sasha, my sister-in-law, and himself. We were in the car going for food tasting. And then we were like half an hour late. And I told him, call them, tell them that we're going to be late because I don't want to drive there. It's like 55 minutes drive. I don't want to drive there, and then we get there, we're late, so they turn us back. And then he called them while I was in the car. Everybody was in the car. He called them, and they said, okay, we could come at 4 p.m. And then we went there. We got there even before 4, like 3:45. Then he come back to us and said that, oh, there will be no food tasting. I said, what? I said, what are you talking about? He said, no, because we're late. After all of that, I find out that day, the guy told him, if you don't come by 6:30, that was Saturday, the wedding is Monday. If you don't come back, if we don't hear from you by 6:30, we definitely cancel the wedding.
Okay, so Here's what I'm getting then. So he goes there, and they're saying, there's no food tasting. There's a wedding. You hadn't paid for the wedding. So he knows that then for sure.
Yes.
What do you think of this guy? What's your opinion of this guy?
So my whole opinion changed. He doesn't need love, he needs help.
Closed captioning provided by...
Coming January 21st.
The Samuels are looking to the D word, divorce, separate, something like that.
Did they say divorce or separate? What? We just had a whole show prep with our producer, and no one told me we was gonna bring us up live on the air today.
She says that her and her husband are trying to fix their marriage and denying any divorce rumors.
All marriages go through stuff. Does that mean we're separated, getting divorced? Absolutely not.
Love and Marriage DC. New episodes Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central. Love and Marriage Huntsville is back.
To see if Melody ever held accountability for anything ever.
With more...
Don't play with me, girl.
...drama.
You call me all the time about other issues. Do you not?
Love and Marriage Huntsville. New Reunion Part 2. Tonight at 8/7 Central.
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's house.
How about we throw a party here?
Are you not entertained?
We done messed up the koala.
You good? What just happened?
House party, rated R.
She's immune.
Robust. They're working on a cure.
You get her there, and you said everything right.
There's always something bad out there. Infected, raiders, clickers.
After all we've been through, there's no halfway with this. We have a job to do. We finish what we started.
All these young, untimely deaths?
For your kid, fame can be poisonous.
He shared with me something. Oh, I hesitate to even say it.
The Price of Glee, 3-part limited series, Monday, January 16th at 9 on ID.
Do you want your man or not? Do you know your plans or not? You gonna go back home or not? You gonna claim your throne or not? Is you Khaleesi or that other name I don't remember?
LeBron.
He on vacation. How about we throw a party here?
In the king's house.
Oh!
Hey there.
Bro. We gonna invite all the celebrities. Sweet back baby Jesus.
Have you seen how out of control this party is?
Are you not entertained?
We done messed up the koala.
You good? What just happened?
House party. You handled the decision to go to Miami perfectly.
Nah.
Rated R, January 13th.
I kneel before no one. I was a slave until I died. Then I was reborn a god.
Would you be interested in having an affair?
You need to be willing to bend the rules.
You have no idea what loss is.
He told everybody. Please don't let him have hurt somebody.
What did you do first?
My mother.
Why?
Because I wanted her here.
Evil Lives Here, all new season, Sunday, January 22nd at 9, followed by Signs of a Psychopath, all new season on ID.
Something about the Playboy brand had a little bit more of a mystique to it.
It's a ticket to the highlight.
Love can prepare you for that.
The Playboy Murders, all new series, Monday, January 23rd at 10 on ID.
People always ask me, Dr. Phil, what kind of person does that? But when they ask me, it's not rhetorical. They ask me and they really want to know, what kind of person does that? What kind of personality, what kind of value system, what kind of person does that? I'm going to answer that in a minute. But you got to wonder, what kind of warped thinking does that? Now, Martha, you call this a real-life Sex in the City, but worse. What do you mean?
But worse, I mean, it really is a nightmare. From what I remember, Sasha, we were all getting ready with all the bridesmaids. We were having our makeup. We were having a great time that morning, just preparing. And at that point, she thought, you know, the venue was paid for, that the groom did his part. He took care of everything. And the next thing I noticed, she's storming out of the room. She has the manager on the line, and he's like, you know, why are people showing up? I said that it's canceled. He had his chance to bring it. If he doesn't bring the money by 2:30, there's no point. And Sasha's like, I'll bring it. We'll figure it out. Like, is this a joke? And he's just like, I'll pull something together for you if you can get me the money. But I'm already convinced that your groom is a liar. So he even made Sasha call the groom on three-way, and he told him, he was like, why don't you tell your bride what kind of liar you are? Tell her that you've never given me $1, and that if I have to and you'll give me the money, we'll make the wedding. Like, kind of hinting out to Sasha that it won't even be how you imagine. Like, we'll pull it together, but like, your groom is a liar. And I just, I'll never forget.
So what do you think of this guy? What's your opinion of this guy?
So my whole opinion changed. I thought he was a great guy. I thought that, from all the years that I knew him, Sasha really treated him like a best friend. She called him, she told him everything. It was a beautiful relationship, and it was just like such a turn of events that I just feel like maybe there's deeper issues. Like, he doesn't need love, he needs help. He needs something more than just love. I can't.
So what do you think of your ex-future son-in-law? He obviously knew it, right?
Obviously, it was, yes.
Right. What do you think?
Growing up, he'd always be the one to babysit me, so I always had this great image of him. After the situation, however, it really struck me because she could have lost her brother's life that day because he was trying to go in the car with me. I could have lost my life. And even after, he didn't even care. So, I don't know, I feel as though he, as a person, has some type of kink to his setup, the way his mind works, because you can't string something along till the very last second like that and expect someone to think you're a good person.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you what I think is in a person's head like that when we come back after the break. Sasha wants my help with something. We'll find out what after the break. Let's be completely 100% honest.
What that guy did to her, 10 years of your life you lost because of him. This is shocking to me.
Closed captioning provided by...
People gonna talk in D.C.
Yo, we coming. They're claiming the Samuels are looking to divorce.
Him and his dad are not speaking.
Wait. Welcome.
We're gonna be out on our own little island. It's called peace.
I'm gonna go before I whip your ass.
The sisterhood just went out the window.
I'm back. Then own them.
And again, and again, and again. Love and Marriage DC returns Saturday, January 21st at 8, 7 Central.
Johan and I are supposed to get married tomorrow, and I'm feeling really uneasy. Yo no sé qué es tu intención.
Si tú tienes tu duda, no te cases.
90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, Monday at 8 on TLC.
We need to get over here now. They just shot me.
Trouble sleeping? Somnipure Melatonin Gummies from Force Factor are the solution. Incredibly delicious Somnipure Melatonin Gummies will help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling refreshed. Rush to Walmart for Somnipure Gummies from Force Factor.
Are you still wearing bulky pads and struggling with underwires? Meet Knix, makers of the world's comfiest wireless bras and life-changing leak-proof underwear. Knix undies can absorb the same as up to 8 tampons for protection from periods, bladder leaks, and sweat. And for the ultimate in comfort and support, Knix wireless bras come in styles and sizes from 32A to 44H. Join the millions of customers who have changed their underwear for good at Knix.com.
So far, I've raised my credit score 39 points.
127 points.
Over 100 points using Self.
I would recommend Self to everyone.
It feels really good. You should try it.
LeBron, he on vacation. How about we throw the party here in the King's house? Oh!
Hey there.
Bro. We gonna invite all the celebrities. Sweet back, baby Jesus.
Have you seen how out of control this party is?
Are you mad at the day?
We done messed up the koala. You good?
What just happened? House Party. You handled the decision to go to Miami perfectly. Nah. Rated R, January 13th.
All these young, untimely deaths.
For your kid, fame can be poisonous.
He shared with me something I would hesitate to even say it.
The Price of Glee, 3-part limited series, Monday, January 16th at 9 on ID.
Do you want your man or not? Do you know your plans or not? You gonna go back home or not? You gonna claim your throne or not? Is you Khaleesi or that other name I don't remember?
Love and Marriage Huntsville is back.
And see if Melody ever held accountability for anything ever.
With more...
Don't play with me, girl.
...drama.
You call me all the time on other issues. Do you not?
Love and Marriage Huntsville. New Reunion Part 2. Tonight at 8/7 Central.
I still consider my fiancé the love of my life. I was with him for 10 years. This was my best friend. As much as I wish to move on, going back and forth, one day I love him and I forgive him, and the next day I'm furious. My fiancé wants to make it work, and I'm just conflicted. My family already told me if I so much as meet up with him or look at him or even say his name, they're disowning me. I know my mom will not be a happy camper. My mom will lose it. I feel so torn, but do I listen to the world or do I follow my heart?
So what is Sasha doing? Where is she in all of this? And what is it you want to say to your mother and your friends here? I mean, let's just get it all on the table.
Well, you know, I love you guys very, very much, but I have to be honest, and I wanted to let you guys know that I am talking to him. You're talking to him, Sasha.
Are you serious?
I mean, I just wanted to find out exactly why he did what he did. I felt like I deserved to know.
So closure more than
I wanted
anything.
closure. I want closure.
So why are
I
you
want to
reopening a wound that...
I just want to know exactly why he did what he did.
Let's not string people along. Let's be completely 100% honest about where you are, what you're thinking, and what you're feeling. Because what you're saying is really lying by omission, right? Because you're not telling them the whole truth. You're not just talking to him on a fact-finding mission. True?
True.
You've seen
So
him?
let's tell them the rest of the story.
So I haven't seen him, no. I haven't seen him since the day, but I've been, no, I mean, I don't know what to do at this point, which is why we're here. But like, I am talking to him. We're trying to figure out exactly what happened, how can we move on. And he did say that he does promise to marry me. He didn't marry me that day, but he is gonna marry me.
Good for him, because he knows what he lost. He knows what he lost. Sasha, I understand, like, you know, you need your closure, you want to speak to him about it, but the only way you can actually move on is if you cut him off. You're just giving him a chance to hurt you again.
And it wasn't a mistake. A mistake is you waking up late the day of the wedding. That's not a mistake. That's like premeditated.
I was with him for 10 years.
Sasha,
You know what I mean?
it doesn't
That's a
matter.
very
You've been
long
here for
time.
10 years. If you plan to marry him, you could divorce me, okay? What that guy did to her, you've been with him from when you were 18. Now you're 28. 10 years. 10 years of your life you lost because of him. So now you're telling me that he wants to marry you? After all the shame? This is shocking to me.
Don't you remember how mortified you were the day of the wedding?
I
Don't you
do.
remember how you said,
I
no
do.
matter what, and you promised and you swore, and you can't forget what he did to you and how you felt.
He said we were, you know, going to try counseling, maybe delving deep into, like, you know, why he did what he did and, you know, things like that.
Sasha, you did counseling. Sasha did counseling for how many months?
6 months.
From 6 months. I don't understand.
Well, would you like to know what my advice for her is?
Yes, Dr. Phil.
And would you like to know what I think about this individual and what caused him to do what he did? Mm-hmm. Would you like to know what I would predict from him in the future?
Sure.
So, why I think he did what he did, what I think it predicts for the future, and what I think she can do that's in her best interest. Those three things I'm going to talk about right after the break. And by the way, we reached out to the groom. We asked him to come here to participate. You'll find out how he responded, and I'm going to speak to those three issues right after the break.
You need to get over him now. They just shot three people.
I kneel before no one.
You have no idea what loss is.
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's house.
How about we throw a party here?
Are you not entertained?
You done messed up the koala.
You good? What just happened?
House Party, rated R.
He told everybody. Please don't let him have hurt somebody.
What did you do first?
Her mother. Why?
Because I wanted her here.
Evil Lives Here, all new season, Sunday, January 22nd at 9, followed by Signs of a Psychopath, all new season on ID.
I think it's my time to find love.
I want to date younger men.
I'm as sexual as I was in my teens. Where's all the men at? Here we go. It just got real.
Turn it up now.
She's immune.
Out west, they're working on a cure.
You get her there, and you said everything right.
There's always something bad out there. Infected, raiders, clickers.
After all we've been through, there's no halfway with this. We have a job to do. We finish what we started.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Tension's gonna fly. Everybody's dating each other, but everybody knows they're dating each other.
Your directness is getting out of hand.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, well.
If you're looking for a man, say amen.
Amen.
There are some things that I've heard.
It's so embarrassing. Okay, sweetheart. Next. I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central. Love and Marriage Huntsville is back.
And see if Melody ever held accountability for anything ever.
With more
Don't play with me, girl.
drama.
You call me all the time about other issues. Do you not?
Love and Marriage Huntsville. New Reunion Part 2. Tonight at 8/7 Central.
Do you want your man or not? Do you know your plans or not? You gonna go back home or not? You gonna claim your throne or not? Is you Khaleesi or that other name I don't remember?
Corey said he wanted to be famous.
This was his breakout role.
Corey got a copy of the pilot. I'm just like, this is gonna be huge.
Fame is difficult.
And I remember him specifically saying, I wouldn't wish fame on my worst enemy.
Hey, Corey, straight ahead, sir.
I get a call from his close friend crying. She was like, he's gone.
The Price of Glee, 3-part limited series, Monday, January 16th at 9 on ID.
We did ask the groom to come. We reached out to Sasha's fiancé, ex-fiancé, for a statement, but he declined. He declined to come. He declined to give a statement. He declined to participate in any way. I told you, Mom, that I was going to address three things. Now, let me tell you, I don't think you should make your decision based on what your friends or your mother wants, because they're not going to go home with you at night. They're not going to live with you and whoever you wind up with. However, I do think you should weigh carefully what they say, because unlike this runaway groom, they're here. They do love you. They do demonstrate that with consistency and predictability. I said, first off, who does this kind of thing? Well, the person that does this kind of thing is emotionally underdeveloped. They're someone that their emotional development is stunted at like 10, 12 years of age. This is not someone that is emotionally mature. This is not someone that has empathy. Empathy being the ability to put yourself in someone else's position and experience what the impact of something might be on them. So, and when you have somebody that doesn't have empathy, it's real hard. It's real hard for them to behave in a socially responsible way because they don't understand other people's feelings, right? So this is clearly an unempathetic person, an unempathetic act that he's done. He didn't take your feelings into consideration at all, only his own. So, do I think that he would marry you? I have no doubt that you could get him to marry you. I predict you could get probably just about anybody to marry you, frankly. I mean, you're a beautiful woman, and I think you'd... I think you would have them lined up around the block if that's what you want to do. And I can tell you this, I think if you go back and deconstruct your history with this individual, you're going to find this is not an isolated event. And you're going to be very disappointed. And I think what you're doing is you are grieving the man you wish he was, not the man he is. Closed captioning provided by...
Starting Friday.
You gotta get with it or get lost.
Ready to Love returns with new episodes, followed by the new series, All the Single Ladies.
You ladies have decided?
I am a prize.
Friday at 8, 7 Central. Part of Real Drama Weekends on OWN.
The biggest game happens before kickoff.
Are you ready to tailgate?
Who will fumble? Who will be the beast of the feast? All new NFL Tailgate Takedown, Wednesday night at 9 on Food Network. Set your DVR.
Johan and I are supposed to get married tomorrow, and I'm feeling really uneasy. Yo no sé qué es tu intención.
Si tú tienes tu duda, no te cases.
90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, Monday at 8 on TLC.
I've decided to go to rehab.
I'm still here, bitches. We got a big surprise. Gage is gonna be a big brother.
1,000-Pound Sisters, season premiere, January 17th at 9 on TLC. Monday.
I've never done anything like this in my life. It is about living very basic.
No pizza, no food.
Pretty much. David and Annie and Lauren and Alexi, after the 90 days, Monday at 10 on TLC. Our worth is not given. It must be made.
This is your chance. Our best shot.
Surprise! This is gonna be one of the best nights of my life!
I kneel before no one.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Tension's gonna fly.
Everybody's dating each other, but everybody knows they're dating each other.
Your directness is getting out of hand.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, well.
If you're looking for a man, say amen.
Amen.
There are some things that I've heard.
It's so embarrassing.
Okay, sweetheart.
Next. I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode, Friday, 8, 7 Central.
People gonna talk in D.C.
They're claiming the Samuels are looking to divorce.
Him and his dad are not speaking.
Wait. Welcome.
We're gonna be out on our own little island. It's called peace.
I'm gonna go before I whip your ass.
Sisterhood just went out the window.
I'm back and own them. And again.
Love and Marriage DC returns Saturday, January 21st at 8, 7 Central. Love and Marriage Huntsville is back.
And see if Melody ever held accountability for anything ever.
With more...
Don't play with me, girl.
...drama.
You call me all the time about other issues. Do you not?
Love and Marriage Huntsville. New Reunion Part 2. Tonight at 8/7 Central.
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's house. How about we throw a party here?
Are you not entertained?
We done messed up the koala.
You good? What just happened?
House Party, rated R.
I can tell you this, if you take not another piece of advice that you get from me today, hear this if you hear nothing else. You must, absolutely, unequivocally, non-negotiably must get into another significant relationship before you ever consider getting back in a relationship with this individual. And I'll tell you why. You've only been in one significant relationship in your life. You have nothing to compare it to. You have not experienced what is available in a relationship. As I said, you are an intelligent woman. You are a beautiful woman. You are a motivated woman. You're an energetic woman. You need to experience someone that will treat you with dignity and respect. Your mother doesn't say, divorce me if you're going to marry him because she's just embarrassed in front of her friends. She wants you to have a life that you deserve, and you're not going to have it. If you want to marry this guy, if it's real, it'll be real a year from now or 2 years from now. Go meet some people, date some people, experience some other things. And I think what you're going to do is go, oh, wow, I had no idea. I had no idea. I think you're tunnel vision to this guy right now, and I don't think he deserves to be with you at this point. He has not earned that right. He violated the privilege.
That's right.
And if he truly loves you, he'll wait. Do you accept what I'm saying?
I do, Dr. P. So are you going to hook me up with somebody?
I'll tell you what. There's 7 million people watching this television show. I don't think you're going to have a bit of trouble, and you don't need me to make it work. I want to thank all of my guests today. I'll see you next time. Okay. You know, I've said many times, I believe that we have the best audience in television, and Robin absolutely loves sharing her luxury skincare collection with this audience and with you.
Yes. In an effort to bring all of you the absolute best products, I am continuing to expand my skincare line. And here are a few I think you'll love as much as I do. My 4 new face masks are like beauty sleep for your skin because they are loaded with hydration ingredients and powerful antioxidants.
And each of your masks has been created for a very specific purpose, right?
That's right. Today, I want to tell you about 2 of them. For firming and lifting, I have a mask packed with orchid stem cells to replenish moisture. I call it, she's looking great lately. What's going on? Simply press the mask to your face and leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes. After removing it, gently massage any remaining essence into your skin. And for puffiness, especially under your eyes, or if you want your crow's feet to fly away, try my new under eye recovery mask with Q10 and hyaluronic acid. I named it, I want to look just like her. So your eyes will appear rested and more youthful after just 1 application.
You also have something new for the neck, right?
Oh yes, my brand new firming neck and décolleté cream is Live Life Lifted. This peptide-packed cream helps firm, tone, and lift these areas with moisture to provide intense healing and hydration without leaving a sticky feeling.
Okay. Look, you can order Robin's brand new facial mask and all of her luxury skin collection at robinmcgrawrevelation.com. And audience, you know Robin has you covered always. You're all going home with her face mask. She's looking great lately. What's going on? And her eye mask. I want to look just like her. Live Life Lifted Neck and Décolleté Cream. We have a great time here, and Robin and I would love to see you in our audience. The tickets are free. Just go to drphil.com for details. We'll see you next time.